Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Flash in a Pan with your boy Saul Lopez, aka Mr. Chef, aka I do it big. Well guys, today we're gonna do something big, something I haven't done yet, and it's gonna be released today because we gotta do it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys that out of buying one rotisserie chicken, which is a whole chicken, you can make 3 different dishes, 3 different days with the same chicken you're about to shred apart. So I don't confuse you, we're gonna make 3 dishes. We're gonna make chicken and bean tostadas. We're gonna make chicken and corn enchiladas, and we're also gonna make barbecue chicken sliders. Perfect, different dishes for different situations. So obviously, we gotta get our product out, ready to go. We got our pans out, we got our product. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna get anything that needs to go up to heat ready to go. We're gonna warm up our tomatillo sauce for our enchiladas. We're gonna warm up our beans for our tostadas, and we're also gonna warm up our barbecue sauce for our sliders. So that's where it all starts. Anything that needs to be heated, we need to heat it up. And as we're going in that direction, why don't we start our oven and get that preheated? We're gonna need that to melt the cheese out of the sliders and the enchilada. So feel free to bump up your oven to about 425. I feel more comfortable with a higher level, but that's just because I'm here. Keep it low for you in case you forget, or the kid starts crying, or the novela starts, or your favorite song's on, or your football game's on. Always think smart and always be aware of your surroundings. So here we go, folks. We got our tomatillo sauce. Once again, guys, we're all using canned products here, okay? What we're doing here, we're trying to make your life and your meals easier for you. Semi-homemade's the way to go. Buy your made barbecue sauce. Buy your pinto beans already made. Buy your favorite tomatillo sauce. Try to stay with something that's ready to go and accessible. If you have the luxury to make your own barbecue sauce, your own beans, or your own salsa verde, feel free, okay? But right now, I'm gonna show you how quick and easy you can make a quick meal. So there we go, guys. We're gonna heat up our tomatillo sauce. Get that in a nice pan. We're gonna get our barbecue sauce, folks. We're gonna dump that. And we're gonna hit up some pinto beans. Once again, guys, on the tostadas, which we're gonna actually do first, we're gonna do our tostada dish first. So you could use black beans, you could use pinto beans, you could use cannellini beans, you could use white beans, you could use garbanzo beans. It's totally up to you. They're gonna get smashed and they're a nice spread that goes underneath the tostada. But I'm choosing to go with pinto beans. So obviously, folks, turn that up, get that up to a medium high. Make sure you keep an eye on them and you're stirring frequently, because the sauce will burn. So we got that. So we got our tomatillo, our barbecue sauce, and our beans heating up. And actually, while we got that going on, I'm gonna show you guys real quick how to make some basic tostadas. I make my own. What I do, I have a comal, which is a straight pan. It's a flat pan. It's usually made to make grilled cheeses or flatbreads, or obviously your tortilla maker, your cooker, I'm sorry. You heat it up, you put it on low heat, just let your tostadas sit there for about 10 minutes, flip it over, do the same thing, let them sit, folks. And then we got tostadas. So we got our tostadas ready to go. So now, as everything's getting hot, folks, safety and cleanliness is the more important thing. Let's keep our hands clean. Let's wash our hands before we start shredding this chicken. So go to the faucet, get some quick soap, nothing basic. You know, sing your favorite song, the alphabet from A to Z, which is probably like 20 seconds. That's probably the proper right way to wash your hands. Not wiping in your pants, you know, or your apron. Typical. Wash your hands, get everything ready. Now, folks, these are beautiful right here. I always talk about these chickens. These are whole chickens that they sell at the grocery store. $5. I mean, they're beautiful. These are slow cooked, so they're very juicy. I buy these all the time. And I'm going to show you a few tricks that you can work on while you have these. Follow me. Get the whole chicken, folks. There you go. Whole chicken. You know, it's about a little 3-pounder, 2-pounder. And pretty much, folks, we got dark meat, white meat, wings. You got bones inside. Everything goes in this chicken. So if you're a white meat eater, we're probably messing with the wrong item unless you're gonna pick straight from the top. I'm a dark meat type of guy. They always say dark meat's the best. Anyways, going back to the chicken, we're gonna take it out. I love the skin. I like dark meat, white meat. I mix it all, and that's what we're gonna do today. So, folks, just grab your chicken, get your first bite out, get that chicken out there, folks. Shred that chicken. Shred it apart. Take it apart as much as you can. You went from one side of the bread, let's go for the other side. Got another breast. This is the upper breast, folks. Just be careful though, there is bones, so you gotta be careful in case you're feeding those kids and you don't want them choking on the bone. Typically I shred my chicken apart and I go through it right at the end just to make sure, but we need to make sure it's shredded to the smallest degree, just due to the fact they're going inside some enchiladas and a tostada, and you don't want one piece of chicken being bigger than the other piece of chicken, because then it's real hard for us to eat. So there's some meat here on the legs, folks. I'm telling you, dark meat's the best. A lot of flavor in there. I'm a big dark meat type of guy, so dark meat, you'll find it bottom of the legs, the wings. Flip your chicken over. We got some skin there. I mean, folks, you name it. These chickens, you can't go wrong with them. So shred them. Keep going, folks. Keep digging. You know, it's always chicken in there, so you just gotta kind of look for it. All right, you gotta kind of look for it. So once you have that and you feel like you probably digged in enough on this chicken, folks, just go back to your chicken and just, you know, keep shredding it apart. Pick out that crazy bone that you're gonna find in there here and there, you know, but it's real important you get those bones out, because you don't want to be choky. So anyways, once we got our chicken shredded, folks, we move back, come and grab some bowls. Disposable plates is the best way to go. It might seem tacky, but it's the smartest way to go. In my house, if I cook, you clean. So I'm doing you a favor. But if you have a maid and you got that money and you ain't washing the dishes, then reach for that Italian china. Actually, that didn't make sense. Italian china? Not even. Reach for your fine china. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we come back, get our chicken, folks. We're doing chicken sliders. We're doing chicken enchiladas. And we're making chicken tostadas. There you go, folks. You got 3 different plates of chicken ready to go for our tostadas, our enchiladas, and also our barbecue chicken sliders. Perfect way to get ready for tomorrow and the day after, folks. Get all this, put it in a Ziploc, put it in your fridge, leave it there. Following day you need it, put it in your microwave for about 30 seconds, stir the bag, you got hot chicken. There you go, folks. And obviously, like I mentioned, get your little receptacle available, accessible to you. Get that, wipe your counter, because we're gonna need it for some cutting service. You move back, quick hand washing action, folks. Once again, we're gonna go deal with some more raw product. You want to keep everything safe, not cross contaminate. That's a big issue here. Okay, so we come back, and obviously, folks, before we continue with our entree, we gotta come back over here, make sure all our beans or sauces are go. You're stirring your barbecue sauce. Alright, we got our tomatillo sauce. Now, folks, real quick, I want to bring something up to your attention. When you buy something that comes from a can, you got to remember that there's a lot of preservative, there's a lot of ingredients in there. And they always say if you can't pronounce the ingredient, you shouldn't be eating it. But obviously, a lot of these canned products has a high content of vinegar, and that is to preserve and give it a longer shelf life. So meaning, if we have a tomatillo sauce like we do here, we gotta make sure we simmer it, we let it boil, and bring it down. We want to get that vinegar taste out. It's pretty bitter and it's overwhelming. So what I do, I put it on low heat and I let it simmer. Once I start seeing that it starts to boil, I put the heat down and I let it boil for a little bit more. Get that vinegar taste out of there, and you'll see what I'm talking about once it's done. Then we got our beans, folks. We got our beans. They're heating up. Now, remember, all this stuff does not come seasoned, folks. Reach for your garlic salt, which is one of my favorite for your beans. And, obviously, I use seasoning salt almost on everything I have. There's Lawry's. I have the more than seasoned all. I don't know what kind of brand you have in your house or you like, but the beauty about these are already ready to go. Salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, and usually has like some type of paprika, cayenne, a little kick to it. So I usually use that on my tomatillo sauce. Get some seasoning in there, including my beans, because folks, there's nothing worse than food that is not salted. Remember, salt is your friend. So be comfortable with it. Stir it. If it gets too salty, folks, add some more water to it. Add a little bit of cream to it. There's always ways to fix it if something's too salty. Okay, so, and we'll elaborate on that. We'll go on further videos on how to fix situations like that. But for right now, I'm going to show you a quick basic way to stir some sauces. There you go, folks. We got our barbecue sauce hot. We got our beans ready to go. I just need to smash them. Well, I'll come back to them, and my tomatillo sauce is simmering, starting to go. So now that we got our chicken, everything ready to go for our tostadas, while these beans continue to heat up, let's start shredding some chicken. I'm sorry, not chicken, some cheese, and get everything ready for the tostada. So we got our cutting board, we come here. Remember folks, we want to try to use this cutting board as many times without rinsing it. So meaning that we're going to stay with nothing but fresh product. We're going to do tomato, lettuce, and then we're going to do our cheese. Just so we don't have to wash our pans and our cutting boards and our knives all the time. Remember, the least amount of equipment you use, the better. There you go, folks. Cut your tomato, get that in there. Now, folks, if you notice, I'm using a very small cutting board. You know, this is a household of two. They don't really make for, you know, they don't really cook for a lot of people. So if you're cooking for high volume, folks, remember, it might cost you, but it's a great investment to invest on something a lot bigger and easier for you to use. If you notice right now I'm having some safety issues. My cutting board is sliding, which is not a very well thing because the knife could slide and it could cut me. I'm gonna show you right now how to keep that cutting board from sliding on you. Okay, folks, totally forgot about that, and now we need to fix that. Okay, so you got your tomatoes chopped up. That's ready to go. Okay, once again, folks, if your cutting board starts sliding, grab 2 paper towels. Come over here, follow me. Get some quick water in there. Damp it up. Get the little towel wet. Get your towel. Place it on the bottom of the cutting board. Flip your cutting board. There you go, folks. We have a steady, ready to go cutting board. So now we got our tomatoes cut. Real quick, just quick rinse. Tomato juice, nothing big. Lettuce is going with the tomato, so it's not a big deal. Come over here. Slowly. I'm using regular green leaf lettuce. Feel free to use iceberg. You could use, if you want to use cabbage, feel free to use arugula. I mean, there's a lot of options out there, folks. I'm going with red leaf, real cheap and economical. So just go real thinly, folks. Just start shredding. Get some nice little small ribbons. Obviously, they're going on some enchiladas and some tostadas, so you don't need a lot. So just chop whatever you need, and you should be set after that. Okay, folks, I think that's enough for our enchiladas. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep this on the side, ready to go. Right, so I'm gonna grab my new bowl, get my lettuce out. Now, folks, it's real important we get an assembly line ready to go when we start cooking. There's nothing easier than when everything's cut, diced, rolled, and you have it ready to go for your build-up station. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think too many things right now. But obviously, once you get an assembly line ready to go, all you do is build, 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 instead of running different directions, different places. Okay? Okay, now our last ingredient, we're gonna get our cheese. Okay, I'm using queso fresco. Obviously, once again, there's a large variation of different cheeses. You could use Parmesan, you could use mozzarella, you could use cotija, you could use pepper jack, you could use I mean, like, there's thousands of cheeses out there, folks. What do you like? I like fresh queso fresco. Okay, so I went for this great classic Mexican cacique brand. Need about half of the bar. This kind of cheese is easy to shred, folks. All you do is put your hands in there, just like you were doing with that chicken. Break it apart, folks. Get that ready. Okay, shred it apart. There it is, folks. That easy. Okay, now we have ready to go cheese. Go back to the same washing hand station. I'm telling you, folks, this is real important, and you gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep moving. Okay, so now that we have our tostadas ready to go, I think it's ready to start doing some tostadas, don't you think? We got our chicken. Get everything out the way, folks, for you guys. Come back, grab our tostadas. Get them ready. Grab my beans, folks. Come back to the beans. Now, I don't like my beans fried too much. What I do, I just grab the spoon and I just press down. Just a quick, quick mash. We're not looking for a deep mash, just something like semi-mash. I like my beans whole for a tostada, actually. refried or completely whole. It's totally, it depends up to what kind of dish you want to eat. But there you go, folks. Just quick little mash, nothing basic. All right, folks. So real quick, going back to where we wanted to start. How to make a tostada. Okay, we got our tortilla. Grab some of those beans. All right, some of those beans. Get them in there. Get that tostada ready to go. Hey, I don't think nobody eats one. Let's make two. All right, we got our beans ready to go, folks. If you notice right now, I got everything ready to go. Everything's accessible next to a plate. It's beautiful. Two tostadas, folks. Chicken on top. We get some chicken in there. All right. Yeah, don't be shy, folks. Don't be shy. Okay, so we got our chicken there. After we got our chicken, folks, it gets better. Now we move to our lettuce. Get some lettuce in there. Get some lettuce in there, folks. I'm a big lettuce fan. Let's lettuce get some color. Spread it around. I don't know how much you like. I like a lot of lettuce on my tostadas. Nothing fresher and greener in there. To that, folks, get some tomatoes. Some tomatoes on top. All right, and our last ingredient. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a beautiful chicken bean tostada with shredded lettuce, queso fresco, and tomatoes ready to go. See? Plain, easy, simple. Now, I'm going to take you guys to the next dish ready to go. Let's try it. Now that we finish our tostadas, we move our stations around, get that in different directions, get it off our way. All right, now our next one, we're gonna do some enchiladas. Obviously, being Latino, I think I might bastardize this enchilada just due to the fact that we usually do our dipping on our tortilla totally different. But I'm gonna show you guys how to do a quick basic enchiladas that I'm telling you it's gonna be this easy to make without you even getting your hands hot or involved in any type of deep frying tortilla. So pretty much what we do, we got our comal ready, tortillas, we're gonna make 3 enchiladas. We get that ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. We got our tomatillo sauce. We come back, we got our stations ready. We're gonna need some lettuce. We're gonna need some cheese. We're gonna need some chicken. And now, folks, our enchiladas are chicken and corn. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a can of corn, which is ready to go, cooked. Your can opener. Get that in there, folks. All right, open that corn. Drain all the water. Get some corn in there, folks. Totally up to you on your preference amount of corn. I like a lot of corn. As you can notice, we got that and we're there. Now, folks, obviously these are going to the oven. Just get a pan lined up with a little bit of foil, ready to go. Come back to your tortillas, flip them. Now, folks, we're not frying our tortillas like we typically do. What we're doing, we're just getting them nice and hot so we're able to roll them without tearing the tortilla. Because once it tears, we have trouble. Okay, so what we just want to do, we want to heat them up, make sure they're both heated on both sides, and set the flour start that's on the tortilla, ready to go. Okay, once you have that going, flip that, flip the tortillas, ready to go, right? Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your 3 tortillas, come back to the station, and you start rolling, folks. So what you do, grab your tortilla, grab some chicken and corn, and set them up. Ladies and gentlemen, that easy. Just roll it up, and then you have one. The same thing to the other one. Some chicken, and some corn. Roll them up. You got your second one. And your last one, ladies and gentlemen. Get your corn in there. Get all that in there. Top it off. Okay. Now this is where it gets beautiful. See, folks, we have 3 enchiladas ready to go. Okay, remember that tomatillo sauce we had earlier? It's nice and hot. Ready to go, folks. Ya tomatillo sauce? Just pour it over. Pour it over. Pour it over, folks. Okay? Pour it over. Right. Nice spread all over your enchiladas. Come back over here, folks. Get some of that casica cheese. Put it on top. Flash cook it in the oven. Real fast, folks. Once again, our oven's real hot, preheated, ready to go. We're gonna come back to that in about a minute. Okay? Now, folks, our last item is our barbecue chicken sliders. One of the easiest ones to either entertain kids, entertain adults, or anybody. This is a flexible, multi-versatile item. Love making sliders. I love my Hawaiian bread. I got me a love of Hawaiian bread because this is the best way to go. Now, folks, what you do, pull out your bread. Get your slider bun. So pretty much what makes a slider is something small, which is a little mini sandwich slash burger slash chicken sandwich, whatever you name it. Something that's small, 2 bites, ready to go. Okay? We're going to make 4 sliders, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to get 4 of my breads. And actually, I'll get them ready here. Okay? Got my chicken. Got my chicken, folks. And what I'm going to do, break it down. I'm going to split it up. Add this for my enchiladas. Now, folks, if you do have leftover like this and you're done with enchiladas, you could always say that the following day, make a soup. You can make a chicken broth soup, or you can make a cream soup. There's a lot of things you could do with that. So, once again, we'll take you on different videos after that, and we'll show you what kind of different things we could make with leftovers like this. But right now, we're going to come back. We're going to reach for our barbecue sauce. All right, we heated it up, folks. If you think your barbecue sauce is too thick, folks, just add a little bit of water to it. Add a little water to it, stir it. Make sure it's hot. You know, you want to make sure all this is simple, hot. For your sliders, you don't need something thick and pasty. You need something runny, because you're going to see, we're going to mix it with our chicken. All right, folks. So there you go. You have chicken with barbecue sauce. Get that nice and hot and mix. All right? That is ready to go. Folks, let's go back to our enchiladas because I told you all we're trying to do is get our cheese melted. Okay? My enchiladas are there. There you go, folks. See this? Grab that. You're going to grab a spatula, folks. Or your tongs. I'm a tong type of guy. Grab my enchiladas. This is going to be very hot. We're going to get them, folks. Get them out of the pan. Lay them on a plate. All right. Lay them on a plate. And let's dress them up, folks. Everything needs to get dressed up here. Get some lettuce. Dress up your enchiladas. Get your tomato. A little bit of tomato on top. A little bit of more cheese. Can't go wrong with more cheese. And some cilantro, folks. Let's get that twisted. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves green tomatillo enchiladas with chicken and corn topped off with some melted cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, and fresh cilantro. That was your second dish, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys, this is fast and easy. Now we're going to turn back and finish those sliders because we're almost done. That easy. Maybe you could do all 3 in one night. Hey, if you're on the road like I am, you can make it happen. Once again, throw that foil away. Get your pan ready. Get your station ready. Remove some of these dishes. Come back. We got our cheese. You need to have cheese there, right? So, obviously, we're going to come back, get our foil, get our little liner set up for the sliders. We don't need too much, so don't waste a lot of foil on that. Remember, folks, your pan will be hot, so always have safety. So have some type of either a glove, towel, whatever is easy for you. So there you go, folks. You have sliders here. Grab a little paring knife, cut the bun in half. Right. Just cut all 4, might as well. Cut your slider and bun. Right. Remove the top, folks. Get your tops on a different side. Get your bottoms there. Let me get this a little bit clear for you guys. Do that. Get your tops and go after your chicken, folks. Whatever you feel comfortable. Let's go with it. Fill it up. Some chicken in there. Got your other one. And our last one, folks. Okay, after that, we're going straight for that cheese. I need some cheese in my sliders. I don't play around. I like cheese. And I'm not shy, folks. Throwing like a whole slab in there. Get those sliders nice and cheesy. Okay, this is it. Now, folks, real quick. If you were gonna do this and you were gonna entertain 100 people, you could always make this. You could always get your pan ready to go right when your guests arrive. Flash it through the oven. So that's what we're gonna do. So now we top them off. Get this. Get it in. Throw them in the oven, folks. They're going in about a minute. We just want that cheese to nice smell. Our chicken's hot. Our barbecue sauce is hot. Everything. Now as we're doing this, folks, we're cleaning up. We're pretty much done. We're cleaning up. We want to make sure that now you're able to go and enjoy your meal and not have to come back to a big pile of dishes or a mess. So you start putting everything back to its place, folks, which is real important. Okay. Plus, we're also waiting for our sliders to come out of the oven. So want to keep that, get that going, folks. Another great tip: buy yourself Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are the best. Anything goes in a Ziploc bag. You see all these leftovers? They're all going in Ziploc bags. It keeps away from you having these Tupperwares filling up your refrigerator, taking up space that is just overwhelming. And once one falls, you know what happens. You got to get that mop ready and everything. So please go get yourself a pack of Ziploc bags ready to go. That's where all our leftovers are going in Ziploc bags. But once again, guys, remember this? This was all our trash area. Guess what? I didn't fill none of my trash, so I'm pretty much made. And at the end, I'm going to show you how many dishes I went through, so you're able to realize that it doesn't take for you to have to use a lot of dishes. It's all about working smart. So if you work smart, you'll have it easy and you won't have to go through this. All right, folks, I think our sliders should be ready. Let's get them out of the oven and see what it's going to look like. Yeah, buddy. Right? After that, folks, what you're going to do is just grab a plate. Grab yourself a plate. Right? The guys are over. They're coming over. Get a little slider in there. 1, 2, 3. What? They want chips? They want chips? We got chips. Not a problem. Go get some homemade chips. My favorite chips are Lay's. Obviously, I know what I'm going to eat. Get some Lay's in there, folks. Get some chips in your sliders. Let's make this real traditional. There we go, folks. Quick barbecue chicken sliders with homemade chips, or you could buy your own baked chips. Get your favorite hot sauce, fill them up. Okay, folks. Once again, this is Flash in a Pan, and these are the flash cookies that we did. We got our barbecue chicken sliders. We got our green tomatillo enchiladas with chicken, and we also have our beans and chicken tostadas, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this is serious and exclusive, and you can make your food look as good as this food if you keep watching these videos. Stay with these videos and follow me, because this is not over. This is just the beginning of your nightmare and the beginning of my beautiful life. God bless you. God bless the guy behind the camera. I'm hungry. I want to eat. So ladies, you've been in my crib. Now you need to get out. Peace.